If you're new on here, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Cicely. I go by That Cuban Girl, and this is my feature show, Own It, that happens exclusively on the live streaming community of Meet Me every single Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Or if you're on my side of the world at 2 p.m. Pacific. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Own It is designed so you and I become the best versions of ourselves through owning the uniqueness of who we are. The reason I started this show is because I wanted to give back to my live streaming community, you guys. I wanted to build a safe space where everyone can come together and share our struggles, our upbringing, the things that make us us, and how we ultimately became streamers and ended up on this beautiful platform, right? So every single Tuesday on Own It, we have different topics that we talk about with both my guests. I have two amazing guests today that are going to join me shortly for a conversation. And yeah, every Tuesday we have different topics, and every topic is very uplifting, motivational. And I hope that with this show I can just plug in a little bit of positivity into your world and help you with some tips, and share my experiences, everything I have been through and learned throughout the years, hoping that you guys can also elevate your life. I know that I elevate my life every single time that I'm on here, and I give back to you in this community. So yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning friend, thank you for being here. I so appreciate your energy. And if you're new on my live streams, hello, my name is Cicely. I go by That Cuban Girl. Yes, I am Cuban, born and raised. And for the last, I would say 11 years, I have been in Los Angeles pursuing a career in entertainment. Lately, I have been more focused on entrepreneurship, and I love it. I love the fact that we get to decide in this country. Well, I don't know where you are, but most of the world gets to decide what they want to do with their life, with their goals, and with their careers, right? And I love that. And I think entrepreneurship is a beautiful part of the journey. And if you're a streamer and you're here, I'm sure that this also has to do with you, because in a way, we're also entrepreneurs and we're owners of our own time. And if you're an audience member and you're a gifter and you're here because you enjoy hanging out and just connecting with streamers, I'm sure you also have your own business or your own job that you do. And yeah, it's a beautiful journey, and I just love sharing that with you guys and with my community. So like I was telling you guys a little bit about myself, if you're new on here, I moved to LA to pursue entertainment. I have done a little bit of everything from modeling to now hosting my show on here, to being a content creator, online streamer. I've been a ring girl for boxing. I've done a lot of things, but this is definitely, sounds good. Definitely, this is one of my favorite things that I've been doing in the last 2 years. It's going to be 3 years since I've been on the platform in August, and wow, where has the time gone? But before we get the show actually started, I want to say a couple of reminders. Reminder number one, please remember and keep in mind that this is, in fact, a featured show. And what does that mean? It means that, refrain of profanity, respect everybody on here, respect my guests, respect, everyone in the comment box. I do want to invite you to be part of the conversation. So if you do have something you want to say, please feel free to write it in the comment box, because I do read every single comment. My comments are on right now. I'm seeing every single person coming in, every single person favoring me, gifting me, and I'm so grateful for you guys. That also reminds me that I have to let you know that because it is a feature show, I can't address everyone individually. If you gift me, if you say something, I can't address you in the moment, especially out of respect for my guests, but I will I will address you and give you shout outs throughout the show. I'll be making pauses. Thank you to give you shout outs, to acknowledge you, because I don't want anybody to feel like they're not being acknowledged, especially for supporting me on the show, which I truly appreciate. So thank you again for being here. I am so excited to do this show today. I don't know, Emoji, did you find the second guest? We might be short of a guest today, but it's okay. It's a live show. Things like this happen. I know you're here. Yeah, you're here. Thank you. I was talking about Ghosty. But it's okay, things happen. We'll see if he shows up. If not, then we will figure it out. But I just want to say thank you so much, you guys, for showing up. And the show is called Own It, and it's all about you and I becoming the best versions of ourselves through owning the uniqueness of who we are. Because I believe that we all have a story worth sharing, and we all deserve to be heard. And we have different experiences. My life experience is different than yours, but that doesn't mean that any experience is less or more than the other. We're all equals on here, and my intention with this show is that we can all plug in each other. I think that should be the main reason, the main focus of feature shows is for all of us as streamers to plug each other in, to support each other, to put ourselves out there in the map, on the app, and to uplift each other, right? Because otherwise, what are we doing? And that makes me really excited that I'm able to do that with you guys. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you what the topic of the day is today. And the topic was inspired by two things today. Thing number one, I just did a podcast with someone a little bit earlier before the show, and we were talking, this was a really inspirational person who came from, he used to work at a post office, and now he owns multiple businesses, and I love success stories like that. So the topic today was inspired on that, but it was also inspired on one of my guests, and I'm so happy that he's the one who's here, because it was kind of inspired on him too. Because one of my guests is an artist, but also does Uber Eats and does other things. And so the topic of today is when two worlds collide. What happens when two worlds collide? And what I mean by that is not because we have other jobs or other responsibilities, it makes it any less valid that we are streamers, that we're pursuing a business, that we are pursuing an entrepreneurship journey path, right? So what happens when two worlds collide, and how can we take the skills that we have accumulated and acquired from our life experiences, right, and build them and mold them into those things or that thing that we want to become or achieve. So I think it's super important that we acknowledge that and that we never give up. So that's my topic of the day today. And hello everybody. I'm going to make a quick pause to welcome everybody in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. This is Own It. This is a feature show that happens here in the live streaming community of Meet Me every single Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time or 2 p.m. Pacific Time with me, Cicely, aka That Cuban Girl. And I'm super excited to see you guys. I was very sick last week, so I couldn't show up. I apologize, but I don't know if this happens to you guys, but it's, this flu season. I don't know if it's flu season, but oh my gosh. First I had strep throat about a month ago. Then I had a really bad cold. So I don't know what's happening, but something was happening. The weather was getting to me. But thank you for being here, you guys. I do want to invite you all to follow me on Instagram and to connect with me, and also to favor me on here, because I think it's important that we stay connected, plugged in, and just stay tuned because I am launching my new business in May and I'm going to be posting all about it. Thank you for the favor. I'm going to be posting all about it on my Instagram in the days to come. But thank you guys for showing up. And I'm going to welcome my first day, sorry, my first guest of the day. And let me introduce him. You guys already know that I'm old school, so I literally write everything down. Hello, Dougie. Hello, 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 Goober. So, so he is known on the app as DJ Playboy. He's a rapper. He does Uber Eats as well, enjoys making friends and networking. He has 2 football teams and 2 baseball teams. Everybody, welcome to Own It, Rob G, aka DJ Playboy.
Super excited to be here. Um, Thank you
Hi.
guys. Thank you guys. So definitely super excited.
Well, thank you for being here. It's so nice to meet you. I can't wait to learn a little bit more about you. So please reintroduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are, how long you've been on the app for.
So basically, my name is Rob G, aka DJ Playboy. I chose the name DJ Playboy back in 2003 in my hometown. I was doing a small radio show on cable TV, late night at 12 a.m. It was a radio station that was at a high school, and I was earning credits like college credits. Even though I already graduated college, I was earning college credits because that was part of my thing. Even though I was taking the automotive, my goal was automotive, but I had to take an extra curricular activity, so I took radio, and I had to go to this high school that had the radio station. They put us on cable TV at night, late night. We talk about like the Giants because that was one of my baseball teams. Being from Sacramento, um, we talk about like different things that was happening. Um, so yeah, and that's how I came up with DJ Playboy. Um, it was okay. I'm a DJ, and I like to go have fun. Meaning, I'll go out jet skiing. I'll go out having fun with my friends at the bars. So even though I don't drink, I'm the designated driver. But I could actually do karaoke like it's nothing at a bar, and I'll have fun um, without having to drink or anything like that. So I consider myself since I'm a guy and I like having fun. I play out there in the real world because you work hard, you play hard, and I'm so playboy. And a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, you're a playboy. You play out." No, I don't play on girls. I'm not like people are like, "Oh, meet me to find someone like that." No, I'm here to network. I'm here to put out my music. Um, I have the greatest producer there is. I've been on the app since 2022. The producer I met, his name is Morgan Fonte. He lived in Houston, moved out here to LA back in 2023. I met him in person in March of 2023, and it's been like golden. So yeah, got a new song that's coming out around Easter time. I just gotta finish it up, and then it's being released hopefully on Easter Sunday. So yeah, 3 songs already out there. So all I gotta do is keep going. I mean, I've had some minor setbacks last year, minor setbacks.
I feel like we all do. We have setbacks and that's normal, right? But as long as we can get back on it and continue, that's what matters. So I love that. I love that you had, you've been on the app. How did you find the app? What happened?
Basically, I was just fiddling around with it back in 2022. At that time, I was on an app called OkCupid, and then they took OkCupid off. They told us, okay, now we're gonna move anybody that was on OkCupid over to POF, and I stuck with POF. Started networking, um, and like I could utilize this as a tool to promote my music. I could so just like I utilize Uber Eats to promote my music. I hand out flyers every time I drop off food Um, Uber Eats doesn't just drop off food anymore. We drop off packages. We do shopping delivers. We pick up groceries from grocery stores. We pick up packages from Walmart. So we partnered with them. We pick up packages from Amazon and partner with them too. Um, because Uber wanted to venture out to that aspect. I've had people tell me, you know what, you need to actually start picking up passengers again. I did that back in 2017 as a Lyft driver up in my hometown, and I would come down here to LA every so often because I have people down here in LA. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to move down to LA. I moved down back in 2018. But I got bored in 2022. I was like, you know what? I need something to do. Let me see what I could do, and came across the live streaming aspect of it. So yeah.
Well, and that's amazing. And I love that I love this is exactly what I wanted to talk about when I created the topic of the day, when two worlds collide, because and you just
Mhm,
described it perfectly. You used your Uber Eats to promote your passions.
mhm. I mean, it still we got one follower that followed us now. I'm hoping that we gain more. Eventually, they will, because I'm starting to recognize more and more people that I've delivered to before. And so basically, the ones that I have delivered to before, I go back to them again, and they're like, "Oh, that's you. You're the artist." And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "If you just follow us on the social media pages I put on the flyer, I'll give you a special shout out on all of our social media pages we have." Um, the founder of the label that I'm under, which is Facing Every Dreams Records, aka Fed Records, basically the founder made me co-founder. So, with that being said, um, it's amazing to actually be a co-founder like that.
I love that. That's amazing. So, being on the app, what is your goal? What's like your biggest dream?
Being on the app, I mean, I've completed milestones. For the first time ever last year in December, after getting my settlement from being hit by a car, um, basically I became a VIP for the first time. Um, I hit my milestone of having five K faves, hit milestones of verses, of having over 1,000 wins on verses. So with that being said, my goal on the app is to actually keep networking, keep building a friendship. Um, and once I meet a person in person, they become family. They say you choose who you want as family. Family is not always going to be blood related, which that's another song I'm gonna have coming out. Family isn't always blood, so that's in the works.
100%, I agree with that. I'm going to make a quick pause to welcome everybody in. I know I'm seeing a lot of you guys just tuning in right now. Thank you so much for being here. I want to invite you to favor not only me, but my guest, DJ Playboy, right now, and keep up with these streams. I love and I think what future shows should be, it's about all of us plugging in each other, motivating and uplifting each other. And like you said, becoming family, a community,
Mhm.
right? And supporting each other. So welcome to Own It. My name is Cicely. I go by that Cuban girl. And this is a feature show that happens on Meet Me every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Today's topic is inspired by my guest who's on right now. And the topic is when two worlds collide, what happens? How can we use the skill sets that life has given us, that our jobs have given us, to use it and put it into our passion so we can become successful and get out there, right? And achieve the things that we really want to achieve and we're passionate about. And one of the things that I really like and admired about my guest is that he works Uber Eats, but he's a rapper, he's a DJ, and he's a streamer. And I love the hustle. I love the fact that you are using what you do now to propel yourself and promote yourself. And I just want to know, what would be an advice or a tip that you would give someone here who's doubting themselves or who like don't really know how to start?
It's hard because there's times I doubt myself because of what I've been through last year. I just found out I accumulated PTSD because of the trauma, traumas I'm tongue twisted, sorry. Traumatization that I experienced last year from the car accident, and before that, the stomach surgery I had. So, I mean, never doubt yourself, even though sometimes the enemy always gets to you. Um, you always got to look. I don't know. I'm not here to preach or anything like that because I look at it this way. You don't mix religion and politics on live stream platforms because everybody has so many different opinions and there's such arguments. So you keep those off. So with that being said, if you do have a higher power, just turn to that higher power that you have and keep it going on your faith. Um, and you'll understand not to give up in life, even if it's tough. I got to remind myself that as well. That's why I turn to my music. That's why I do the Uber Eats, so I could interact with people um, and basically keep my mind from being in that negative realm. Because it's not easy. It is not easy at all. But keep going. Don't give up. Um, there's a saying. In the Buddhist SGI Sokogakai International that I tried out for a little while. There's a saying in that: never give up, keep going. Um,
So
you create your own destiny.
what do you do to like stay grounded, like without getting into religion or anything? But what do you do to stay grounded and continue believing in yourself?
Um, well, after I stepped away from SGI because of certain things, I got back into my faith, Christian belief. I pray here and there at night. I definitely stay focused on listening to my music, coming up with ideas like I mentioned, the song "Family Isn't Always Blood" is in the works. There's another song I paid $500 for the beat because I wanted to invest in myself. Um, so when I paid that money, um, there's a song that I'm gonna have coming out, and it's based on how I felt, how I've been feeling last year. It's called "Call Me Insane." Last year I was going insane, but you got to remind yourself and you got to stay connected with family and friends. Like most of the people that I meet in person, like I said, they become family unless we disrespected one another. um, so I try to stay connected with my family as much as I can, and talk to them about what I'm going through, and they talk to me about what they're going through. We listen to each other, and we give each other advice on what we can get through for the day, for the week, for the months, for the years to come. So yeah,
Yeah, 100%. And I think faith in any shape or form is super important, and staying grounded and just, yeah, I hear you with that. Thank you so much, DJ Playboy. Do you have anything you want to shout out for us?
I definitely want to shout out the supporters I got. King Goober is one of my good supporters. I go to his live. He comes to my live. His amazing girlfriend Vampy. Um, they're big supporters of mine, and I support them as well. I love them to death. Emoji J, another one. He's been there for me. DJ, your boy, my bro Morgan Fonte, my producer. He's my brother. He's been there since I was since day one. He was at the hospital back in March of last year throughout the whole time. So yeah, um, just everybody that's on the app that does support me and that lets me know, hey, keep going, keep the faith alive, keep your music alive. So yeah, that's it.
Do you know those are all my people, right? Goober, Vampy, DJ Yeah Boy, like those are
Yeah,
my OG friends from here.
DJ Your Boy is affiliated with the record label I'm co-founder of. He agreed to when we do live events to do DJing for us to venue a request to DJ. So um, I've known him since day one of 2022 as well, when I was just hopping around before I started streaming.
I love that.
So yeah,
I love that so much. Wait, when do you stream?
I stream here and there. Normally I'll stream like when I'm doing my deliveries. Even though I'm not paying attention, I still get my followers to come in. I'll say hi here and there, but like because you know how the app is. They don't want this or that. But so I have a way to still be able to stream without getting in trouble. And it's because I need this. I need my supporters to be there. Like, hey, we're here. We know that you're going through it or whatever. We care. Um, so basically, I turn on the live stream here and there while I'm doing the Uber deliveries. If I'm out of the vehicle, I'm dropping off a delivery or picking up a delivery. But normally, I have the phone on the charge and it's running here and there.
And you're in LA, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm in LA. So who knows? Goober,
I'm in LA.
you, yeah, who knows? I, any of you guys could have probably came across me as a delivery driver if you guys ordered through Uber Eats. Um, even though no one answers the door that much, um, eh, let me tell you this real quick before we end it off or whatever.
You're
20,
good.
the year 2020 has changed a lot in regards to um, everyday life. Um, it's changed a lot in regards to that due to the fact people don't answer their doors much in regards to deliveries, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Uber Eats, DoorDash. And for me, I'm the type of person that I rather have my customer answer the door so I know they get their order. Because I'm going to tell you, as a delivery driver, we do get people that say, "Oh, we didn't get our order." So
Really?
yeah, especially in apartment complexes. So apartment complexes is difficult. Me
Mm.
personally, I'll deliver to apartment complexes, but I don't like it because one, they don't give what up, Pika? They don't give a whole lot of they don't give a whole lot of details such as gate
Tips.
codes. Um, they don't give. It's not about the tips. I try to go above and beyond. But if you're not given a gate code for us to get into the apartment complex and you expect us to figure out, or even a building number, because some of the apartments have huge complexes. How you could say, oh, it's apartment this, but it's probably in a different building number in that apartment complex. So
Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
so it's for delivery drivers, just make it easier if you do order through Uber Eats and you do live in an apartment. Give as much details as you can so you can get your order.
Yeah, it's super important. Sorry, you guys, I'm plugging in my charger. Yeah, it's super important. I know what you mean. I always give my details. Like I'm not one of those.
Yeah, I and then there's times like I don't know much Spanish. I do have Mexican in me, so that's a situation I'm still dealing with where a lot of my customers, some of them are Spanish, especially in the Wilmington area where I'm at. I'm in Wilmington, near San Pedro. So a lot of them they don't know they don't speak English, and it's hard. Um, and when you try to reach out to them, they're not responding. Or when they do respond, you can't even talk to them, and they hang up. So yeah, so
Well, you guys
that's
have a little more,
that's the challenge.
be a little better with our Uber Eats delivery people because they work hard. You guys really do work hard. That's for sure.
Me,
Uh,
like I said, 2020's changed a lot. A lot of people order nowadays online through Uber, through Amazon, all of that. So basically, that's the route it's been going. You barely see people at the restaurants. Like I come to this McDonald's, all they know my name. They know me. They know how I like my coffee, things like that. Um, so yeah.
Well, thank you so much, DJ Playboy, for being here today. Stick around because I'm gonna bring you back at the end of the show.
Okay. Okay.
But thank you so much for being here. And I loved getting to know you, and I'll talk to you soon. Everybody go favor
Okay.
him. Bye. You guys, thank you so much. I figured. I figured as much. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I appreciate your energy and you just showing up and being here today so much. My name is Cicely. I go by That Cuban Girl on all platforms. You can look me up on YouTube, and I go by Cicely Marin on Instagram. I do want to invite you all to follow me on Instagram, to connect with me. I do add, after every single show, whoever follows me on Instagram gets added to my close friends list, you know, that little green circle on IG. So if that's you today, I'm going to be adding you to my close friends list, just to keep you guys in the loop, so you guys are the first ones to know about everything I'm getting into and doing. And it's a lot that I'm doing this year. I'm kind of overwhelmed, if I'm honest, but I love it. So thank you again for being here, for showing up. This is Own It. This is your featured show that happens here in the live streaming community of Meet Me every single Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific or 5 p.m. Eastern time. And in Own It, you know, the intention is for you and I to become the best versions of ourselves through owning the uniqueness of who we are. Because I believe that we all have a story worth sharing, and you know, we can all learn from each other. Thank you so much for all the favorites, my loves. Thank you so much for all the love. I'm gonna take, before I give you the quote of the day, I'm gonna take a few minutes to give some shout outs. Shout out number one is to my admin Emoji J for always making the show possible and taking the stress off my shoulders of getting the guests. And you know, like today we had something that happened, but we have Goober who's going to be filling in for my second guest. So I appreciate you so much. My second shout out is for Goober for filling in because he's amazing. And shout out to Vampy as well. She here, right? Yes. Shout out to Vampy for showing up as well. And just all of you guys, just for you guys for being here, your energy, the gifts, the hearts, absolutely everything. Let me shout out my top gifters of the stream so far. And I'm going to do top 5. Number 5, DJ Playboy. Thank you. Number 4, Velvet Bread 2. Number 3, MC. Thank you, MC, for always supporting the show. Number 2, Bichota's Ride or Die. And number 1, Screams. Thank you, Screams. Thank you for the support. Thank you guys for all the support. So I'm going to give you the quote of the day. Give me a second. And the quote of the day is based on the topic of the day. And Screams is real deal? Oh, I get it now. Okay. Real deal. The topic of the day is when two worlds collide. And what do I mean by that? Well, most of us have had or have regular jobs or jobs that we have to do in order to sustain ourselves. But most of us on here, if we're streamers, for the most part, we either have a business we're building, we're working on, or we're promoting our artistry, whatever that may be. You could be a gamer and you're promoting your gaming, or you could be a business owner, a painter, I don't know, whatever it is that you do. I'm sure that you have something that you're very, very passionate about. And then that's what I mean when two worlds collide. How can we take the skills and the experience that we have acquired from our lives in general and apply them into our passion, so we can actually accomplish and achieve things that we actually want to achieve for our lives? So is he here or is he not here? Is it Ghosty or Goober? Sorry guys, it's a live show. He's okay, perfect. So the quote of the day is, the struggle you're in today is developing the strength that you need for tomorrow. Don't give up. The struggle you're in today is developing the strength that you need for tomorrow. Don't give up. A lot of times we feel that maybe life is not in our favor, or that a lot of times, you know, the struggle can be real, you guys, you know, to put food on the table, to sustain the family, or even just ourselves. The struggle can be real. And a lot of times we just need somebody to say, hey, don't give up, because whatever it is that you're experiencing right now is going to shape you into tomorrow. Goober, thank you so much. I so appreciate you. Thank you all, everybody who showed up for Goober. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Goober, you're the real, you're like a real one. So thank you so much. I wanted to say that before you leave, if you leave. But yeah, you guys, whatever it is you're going through today is going to shape you into the person that you are becoming. And never forget that, because it's equally important to own that and to realize that and to use that, right? Like use everything you have to actually become the person you want to be. So with that said, I'm going to introduce my second guest of the day of the show. And did he request, Ghosty, please request the chat box. Please request the chat box. Thank you so much, by the way, everybody who's favoring me. Thank you, thank you. I so appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the favorites. Okay, perfect. So let me introduce my second guest of the day. Well, he actually didn't tell me much. But it's okay because he gets to introduce himself. His name is Ghosty, and he's been a streamer of 8 years. Everybody welcome Ghosty to Own It.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you doing today? Tell everybody who you are.
So, as most of you guys know, I'm Ghosty. Used to be called Lucifer back in the day. For those that know me. Just pretty much stream randomly on the way to actually having my own featured show called Unleashed Voices.
So your show's featured right now?
It's on its way to be featured.
I love that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what's your show about?
My show is about utilizing people's vocals instead of having any costumes or backgrounds for their singing. I want to focus on people's vocals and help people get better at singing and breaking the surface with them.
So you're a singer?
Yes.
Ooh, are you gonna sing something for us?
Not today.
Okay. No pressure, no pressure. So you said that you're a streamer of 8 years. Is that on the app or somewhere else?
On Meet Me.
Yeah?
Yes.
So how did you start? How did that happen?
Honestly, randomly, I was just scrolling through Meet Me, didn't realize there was a live streaming portion. So when I came across the live stream 8 years ago, I clicked on a random stream, liked what I was seeing with the community, and one day I just hit go live. And for the past 8 years, I stream, but then there's times I take breaks or I decide to challenge myself, delete my account, and restart from scratch.
Just because you just want to challenge yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So what has been like your favorite thing about being on the app that you really love?
8 years ago, it was the community, because back then the community was always close together, less strict on this out, and a lot of people were not as shy and were more being communicative in the streams, where now we get a lot of bots, lurkers, to having your real ones and your loyal people that come through. But most of the time, I just hit go live just so I could see my friends that I don't see in everyday life.
That's amazing. So you're a singer. Are you a vocal coach as well?
I do vocal lessons on the app, yes.
So in real life, I mean, you don't have to share if you don't want to, but is that something you do in real life as well?
What I do in real life is totally, completely different. In real life, I run a personal security detail for people that can hire me. So I have that as my own business, and I flourish in it.
I love that. That's amazing. How did you get into security, if you don't mind me asking?
I got into the security after I did 4 years in the United States Army.
Amazing. So with the app, with Streamer, is this something that you just do for fun, or is this something that you want to pursue like full time?
I used to do it full time. It's for me, I'd rather be hands on in my life instead of being behind a camera. I'd rather be able to go out. So I just do this for fun, and I always show love and support to everybody that I know.
So what's your biggest dream, like in general?
Getting the show featured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you like almost there? What are you missing?
Well, Paige messaged me 2 weeks ago. Needed one more episode to be recorded, so I sent in the recording for her as of yesterday. So just waiting to hear back.
Amazing. Well, everybody, if you guys want to support him, make sure that you favorite him, check out his streams, and just keep up with the show. And it's so amazing. I'm sure that you'll get it featured. I don't see why not. So congrats ahead of time already. So the topic of the day is when two worlds collide. And that's why I was asking you earlier a little bit about what you do in real life, because the topic today is how can we take our skills and our experiences in real life and build something that we're truly passionate about, whatever that may be. So how do you think you take your real life experiences and shape them into passions that you have?
Well, I've took everything. So, with me having PTSD and seeing the world in a different view, I took everything I've experienced, transformed it, and put it into the passion I've been so passionate about, which is music. And I transformed my life around the music. And now I've been so motivated with it that I'm finally bringing it on to Meet Me. Before I would never do it, but now I'm finally pushed it on to Meet Me, and I'm more than happy helping everyone with it.
Well, music is very healing as well, so I think it's therapy, right?
Yes.
I think you're gonna help a lot of people on here, and this is the perfect platform to share your gifts and your artistry. And I think the community is very welcoming in that way, so that's amazing.
Actually, you have one of my contestants that was on the show today.
Oh.
Rob G.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's actually on here for season 2.
I love that. I love that. When is your show? When do you stream it?
So it's every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Amazing. Everybody, every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, go check out Ghosty's show. And let me ask you, Ghosty, how did you come up with that name?
Well, so it was actually a joint effort between the person that used to run the show called Upstage. Me and her came together. She no longer wanted her show as a featured show, so she quit. And then me and her came together. We were like, let's, instead of having Upstage, I want to capture everybody's attention. So Unleashed Voices, it shows that anybody and everyone can show what their voice can do instead of hiding behind the status quo. I want them to unleash it and show everybody their true potential.
That's beautiful. That's amazing. I love that. I love that. Everybody who's just tuning in, welcome to Own It. This is a feature show that happens here every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time or 2 p.m. Pacific Time on Own It. We become the best versions of ourselves by truly owning the uniqueness of who we are. Every Tuesday, I have two amazing streamers guests who I who I talk to, and we get to chat about really, their life experiences, their struggles, and who they are now and how they've become that. And the whole motivation behind it is so everybody here gets inspired and we can all plug in each other and become a community with each other. Before I let you go, Ghosty, but I will bring you back in the last 5 minutes of the show, of the featured hour. But before you go, any shout outs, anything you want to say?
Big shout out to all my day OGs like Mel Bell and Initials.
Amazing. Well, thank you for being my guest today. Thank you for taking the time. And I'm going to see you in about 4 minutes, more or less, 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Okay, of course. Well, you guys, how amazing was that? Thank you so much, you guys, again, for being here, for showing up, for gifting me your beautiful energy and your time. And this is a feature show, so I already have both my guests, but if you want to be a guest, you can contact Emoji Jane. He can put you on the guest list. But thank you guys for being here, for always being here. I appreciate you so much. Tuesdays are my favorite days of the week. And I now want to take the time to give some shout outs to some amazing people that are here today. Shout out to Mel Bell, shout out to you, shout out to everybody who's been favoring me first and foremost. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the favorites, for the gifts. I appreciate you all. So shout out to King Goober. Thank you for wanting to step in as my guest. Initials, thank you so much, you guys. Shout out time. So shout out time. Who else? Let me go up the comment box. Thank you. Wait, who was that? Mel Bell, thank you so much, love. Let me see. Let me go up the comment box and see who else. Vampy, shout out to you. I think that's it, right? And let me go to my gifters. Let me go to my gifters and number 3, Bichotas Ride or Die. Number 2, Initials. Thank you. Number 1, Screams. And I'm told that he's the real deal. So thank you, real deal. And shout out, of course, to my amazing admin Emoji J. I want to invite you all to follow me on Instagram, as I am always on Instagram. And everybody who follows me today is going to be added to my close friends list. I just want to say thank you guys again for all of your love and support. And I just want to give you a tip on, based on the topic of the day today, which is when two worlds collide. And the biggest, I don't know if I've said it here before. We've had so many shows that sometimes I can't even remember like what I talk about, but that's why I have everything written down. But something that a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, said to me once, when I was having to work other jobs in order to like sustain myself and invest in my dreams and other things I was accomplishing, she said to me, your job, the job that you're doing now, does not define you. Just because you're doing something now in order for you to be able to take care of yourself financially, that job does not define you. And that's basically, that really changed my life, because I think I was being really hard on myself, especially living in a city as expensive as Los Angeles. I was really hard on myself, thinking that, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be here, but I'm not here. I'm here because whatever. Thank you for the wheel. And, she said that to me, and it really, really helped me, and it truly changed my life. Appreciate you. And it really helped me, continue. And I don't know what it did, but something clicked in my brain when she said that to me. And moving forward, I used that job and that money to invest and to propel me into the things I'm truly passionate about. So that's one thing I want to tell you and let you know. Don't let whatever it is that you're doing now for work to make you feel like you're less than, or that it defines you. Because if you are ambitious enough, you're going to take everything you're going through right now, your life skills, your experiences, and turn that into gold. Diamonds are made under pressure. Never forget that. So with that said, I'm going to invite both my guests back in the chat box for final thoughts before the featured hour is completely over. We have a few minutes left. So if both my guests, okay, there they are, perfect. Oh no, Goober, DJ, Playboy and Ghosty, if you can both get in the chat box and have a conversation with me before the feature hour is over. It's okay, Goober, no worries. I was just impressed. I mean, I don't know. Hi, welcome back. Is Ghosty here? Is Ghosty here? Let me see. Did he leave? Did he leave? I don't know if he left. But anyways, DJ Playboy, as we wait for Ghosty, there's a question that I like asking all my guests before the show's over, and that is, what is one thing you can own up about yourself that has helped you?
Okay, so what I could own up about myself is I doubt myself a lot. Again, ever since last year's traumatizing situation, the 2 surgeries back to back, I tend to doubt myself, and that's because I let the enemy get to me. Um, like if you don't have anybody to talk to here and there, I get it. Everybody's busy. Everybody has their own life, things like that. But at the same time, you got to understand, there's people going through something that you don't want them going off that deep end. So you got to stay connected with them and be like, hey, how's your day going? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week. So they do not go off that deep end. Take Chester Bennington as an example. Linkin Park is one of my favorite alternative rock groups. And I don't know if he tried reaching out to people. I don't know what happened leading up to him taking his own life. So people have to understand, you need to stay connected with people that are going through it. Because if not, it makes that person feel like they're alone, they're abandoned, things like that. So I own up to, I doubt myself here and there. And I'm trying not to doubt myself. I'm trying to teach myself, don't doubt yourself. Keep going, keep pushing on. Never give up.
Yeah, and that's amazing. That's an amazing realization. I mean, we all doubt. I feel like I doubt myself a lot too, and I have to actively work on that. But I think as long as we're aware that we do that, then we can fix it and take care of it, right? I love that.
That's it.
Well, thank you so much again for being here, DJ Playboy. I appreciate your energy. And well, now that I know you, we'll stay plugged in. But thank you again. And everybody go watch his streams. I don't know if you have a stream schedule. You said no, right?
Not really. I mean, it's here and there. Like, I'm going to get on stream in a bit when I start doing deliveries with guys. But before I go to the casino, I'm going to go to the casino for a little while, spend some time, things like that. That's my favorite pastime because of my godmother. My godmother got me into that, and when she passed away, RIP, it's like I'll go pay homage at the casino because she taught me a lot. She was there for me since 2004. So, like, that's how I connect with her. It's like when I'm there, I feel her presence.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, DJ Playboy. I appreciate you. Thank you for being on the show today. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.
I definitely will, and I appreciate being on the show. I thank you guys for allowing me to. Shout out to Emoji J again for reaching out to me, asking me if I wanted to be on the show. So, yeah, definitely.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
See you guys soon.
I love that. Well, you guys, King Goober, do you wanna hop on for the last couple minutes of the featured hour? Give some shout outs to your peeps. Shout out your show, maybe, or anything you got going on.
Does it work? Can you see me? Okay.
Hi, friends.
Hi. What's going on? Wasn't expecting to come on here, but since you asked so nicely, But yes. Well, hopefully, I just reached out to Babe, so hopefully it's possible. Maybe you might get a Babe and Goober, a Vampy and Goober episode next week. Hopefully, if Babe is down. So yeah. So I won't say too much. Maybe if we get a yes from Babe and we're on, I'll save some for next week.
I love that. We'll make it let me know with time so we can make it a special episode, you know.
Yeah, well, it could be next week. Jay, your admin just asked.
Lovely. So shout out everything you've got going on.
Okay, no problem. Well, first things first, I definitely shout out to my people, because yeah, they all came last minute. They didn't have to, and that was amazing. And they're still here. I love y'all. You know, to my sis, my baby, my to Initial, to Scotty, to Greta. My memory is horrible. Definitely. I thought, honestly, wait, I know my memory is pretty bad, but I could have sworn I also saw Queen Lala. Shout out to Queen Lala. She has a feature show, which is awesome, on Thursdays. That's amazing. Shout out to Initial. Shout out to Beard. Shout out to who am I missing? Oh my God, how far
Your
back?
girlfriend.
I did say Babe. I did say shout out to Baby. I did for the record. But Queen Vampy, for those of you who do not know, is my baby and has a featured show Tuesdays at midnight, Monday going into Tuesdays, if you're on the West Coast. Shout out to Rob. Shout out to you. Shout out to your show. And also, if I may, I want to shout out, actually, May 5th is Queen Vampy's birthday.
Nice, May 15th.
Hey, Taurus in the house.
Taurus, hey.
Taurus. Sorry, I grew up watching Doce Corazones, so Taurus is just my natural how I call it. I don't know. Yeah, no judging, okay? My abuela used to watch Doce Corazones as a young boy. I was drawn to it. I'm not going to say why I was drawn to it because, you know.
I remember that show.
Right? I love that show. Even though I couldn't understand it. I'm going to stop before I dig myself into a grave. What you call it? What was I was going to oh, yes. Yes, whatchamacallit. I shout out, if I may, can I shout out, I am bringing back my talk show, Goop Talk. That's whatchamacallit, that is my baby and I'm excited for it. It is on a new day and new time, Fridays at 7. Whatchamacallit, 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's gonna be fun. The re-debut date is May 9th.
Ghosty.
I am super tongue-tied. I am. I just like the ADHD. Oh, okay, wait. Are we technically no longer featured? The ADHD and the weed kind of hit me at the same time combined, and I just got like a boatload of energy. So, yeah, totally tongue-tied.
It's okay.
Don't be tongue-tied on our rematch now, okay?
I mean, hey, as long as I'm functional, who cares if I'm tongue-tied?
Ghosty, where were you 5 seconds ago?
Feeding my kids, actually.
Okay. You guys are friends, right? You guys know each other?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yes. No, I have never seen Ghosty before in my life. First time seeing him before. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta work on my sarcasm. But yeah, no, thank you for allowing me to come on for a little bit. I'm excited to hopefully be on next week. Whatchamacallit. And yeah, I can box down so you can have so Ghosty can come here. I'm more of a Ghosty.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. So
okay.
No, you're totally fine. No, I'm excited to have you guys next week, hopefully. But Ghosty cannot escape the final question of the show, okay? So Ghosty, I'm not gonna ask Goober because Goober has been on my show 1,000 times and he's answered 1,000 times. I can ask you if you want me to.
You save that for next week.
But Ghosty, what is one thing you can own up about yourself that has helped you